Hey, what's up, guys? Boxing with B.
Yeah, what about that? The paycheck.
Okay, this past weekend, we saw two really good fights.
Oh, yes.
I thought. Devin Haney, let's start with that one. Devin Haney versus Jorge Linares. What did you think?
I told you what was going to happen. The old man was going to bring it to him, and he did bring a good fight.
And you did say that Devin Haney was going to win by decision.
Yep.
And you said, oh, let's see if he doesn't turn it up. You said Devin, the dream, could be facing the nightmare.
Yeah.
And that was almost the case.
Yep. He stunned him and even said, "Ole, walk him."
Yes, he did. So before the let's go into that. The ninth round, from the ninth, was it 9 or 10? I think 10, 11, and 12 rounds.
The championship rounds.
Those 3 rounds were
the
Linares
best.
all the way.
Linares showed he had heart. He showed why he was a champion. He showed everything we expected he was going to do. He did.
And that's what we said the last time. I said, if you don't know Linares, do not count him out.
And you know what? I'm going to count out nothing about Devin Haney now.
What?
He don't got power. He got speed. He don't got power.
Yeah.
Couldn't cut the kid. Linares cuts. Once he fights out, he cuts. And he didn't get stunned.
True.
He didn't get dropped.
Yeah. One thing that you said, though, before, you've said off camera, you've always said, it doesn't matter if these fighters get old. The power doesn't go.
No, it doesn't go. Here's a good example. Big George Foreman. He was old, and he knocked out Michael Moore. He knocked out a lot of guys before, too.
And that's what we saw here with Linares. Linares, yes, he didn't knock down Haney, and he didn't knock him out. But in that the last seconds of round 10, I think it was, he connected. And when he connected, Devin Haney
did the famous dance.
Yeah,
did the wobble.
His eyes were like, he does that little smirk of like,
something happened.
You kind of got me. Walks off to his corner. He got lucky that round was done. Because if not, he might have touched the canvas.
He might have. But you know what? Haney was hurt, stunned, I believe, but not really hurt.
Yes.
Because he's young. I told you.
Yeah.
He's going to recover.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to recover.
Coming into the 11th and 12th round, he was still kind of hurt.
Yeah, he was.
He recovered a little bit, but not enough to be like how he was in the first 3 rounds.
Yeah.
So credit to him, though, for being in that ring with an experienced veteran fighter who also was a champion. He was not just some nobody that you picked out of nowhere. Linares was supposed to fight Ryan Garcia. It was supposed to be like a mandatory or something like that.
Ryan is one lucky mofo that he didn't fight him.
That didn't happen. Before we get into him, we're focusing on this fight. So Linares did well. He lost. I would say Devin Haney did win every round. Devin Haney, I was impressed with his footwork. I was impressed with his defense. I was impressed with that speed. Like you said, I saw the lack of power, but I thought he looked really good against Linares. He was not scared to get hit. He was in there moving. He was using some veteran moves. Like, I just thought he did well.
He did okay. To me,
I thought he did well. He did better than I expected because the Gamboa fight was not that exciting.
Yeah.
He brought it to him. He read the comments. He saw the feedback that everybody gave him. Like, that was boring. And so he came into this one and said, look, I could be exciting. He did almost get caught, though. But that's the price you pay. He gave us the good fight.
All I say, he better just stay, fight Ryan, call these other little guys out. Teofimo might knock you out.
Teofimo.
He might knock you out, but I know one guy that will, and you guys put him under the radar now. Lomachenko will knock him out.
Well, okay, so we already mentioned Devin Haney won. He won by decision.
Yeah.
It was well-deserved. There was no doubt about it. A lot of other people might say the last 3 rounds, it could have been this and that. No. Yes, he lost the last 3 rounds.
But he still won everything else.
But he did everything up until that point.
He did what he had to do to win the fight.
And Linares, credit to him too. He took a lot of good shots from Devin Haney too. And he took them well. But after the fight, Ryan Garcia, just to spice things up, he went on there, he posted on his story or something like that. And he was like, I'm sorry, Devin, but if that was me, I would have knocked you out. Slept you. It's like, time out. Aside from anything that might be going on outside of the ring, just focusing on boxing, in your last fight, Ryan Garcia fought against Luke Campbell. Luke Campbell fought against Linares. We saw that fight live.
Yes.
Linares put on a great performance, dropped Luke Campbell, but Luke Campbell has heart, got up. We thought it was over. He continued, like I said in the last video. But Luke Campbell doesn't have the power that Linares has. We all know that. It's not a secret.
Yep.
Campbell steps into the ring with Ryan Garcia. Drops Ryan. Ryan touches the canvas. Yes, he was able to recover, but he touched the canvas against someone that is not known to have that much power.
Nope.
It was that you left your guard down. Now, if we put you into the same position that Devin Haney was in, when Devin Haney took that last shot and looked like that could have sent him down, but he didn't, I'm not sure I can say confidently that Ryan Garcia would not have touched that canvas if he took that shot from Linares.
He would have got touched the canvas. He might have been put to sleep.
I think so too, because when you come back, you're not fully recovered off of the power that Linares has.
Nope.
You come in, you're staggered. You're fighting for survival. Devin Haney was in survival mode. I don't care what people say that he might have been tired. No, he is young.
He's a kid compared to the...
He might have been tired. Yeah, you're in the championship rounds, but you're not that tired. No. You're not going to be tired than the quote-unquote old man in the ring with you.
Yeah, well, the old man showed him what was up. Ryan got lucky he did not fight Linares.
I would
Linares
say,
would have knocked him out.
whatever happened with that, because it was a visa issues when Linares was supposed to fight him, whatever it was.
COVID hit too.
I just say for his career, I think it was great that fight didn't happen for him with Linares stepping into the ring with him, because you just can't count Linares out. Like you said, doesn't matter how old he gets, he still has that power. And he knew it too. He was just trying to connect.
Right. Just recover from your situations. Get back, your head straight from all the problems that are going on in your life. Get back in the ring. Let's see you start fighting these big guys, these big name guys. So...
Hey, but aside from that, Devin Haney, I think he had a well-deserved win. But like people say, what do you think about the fact that some people are saying Devin Haney was exposed?
Yeah, he was. To me, it was. I told you. When I saw that, I go, they exposed him right there.
So in your opinion, what does Devin Haney need to do going into his next fight?
Stay away from the big guys. Stay away from the big guys and just...
What does he need to work on? What do you think?
There's not much he could work. He has speed. He needs to work on his power. I think he needs a little bit more power behind something that's going to hurt these guys and go, oh shit, I'm not going to do that again.
Yeah.
But he has speed, so that's helping him a lot. That jab was perfect.
Credit to him. I like that he stayed in the pocket.
Yeah, he had the jab, but he stayed in the pocket to an older fighter.
Yes.
There's an older fighter named Lomachenko. Older fighter. Get him in there, and you'll see the big difference. Lomachenko has a lot to prove. Lopez.
Lomachenko's not even far either. He has Nakatani.
I like Lopez a lot. But it seems like I'm talking to other people, native to his country too, that I have no idea who they are. We just started talking. He's ducking. Now that he got the belts, he's ducking. And you know what? I didn't think that way, but I think he is.
Let us know what you guys think.
Why did he... Okay, if he's so mighty that he beat Lomachenko, the rematch is there. I proved you wrong. I beat you.
Yeah, that's true.
This time I'm going to go knock you out.
Definitely.
Well, I doubt it because they know Lomachenko will come back.
Well, we'll see how Lomachenko does against Nakatani. Teofimo also has another mandatory fight against another undefeated fighter. But before we get into all of that, we also saw the one and only, the Filipino Flash, Nonito Donaire. Oh my gosh. I always love watching Nonito Donaire. He always gives you good fights.
I told you, I'm not trying to bring back the situations of France and stuff like that. But when they said the undefeated champion from France, I had no idea who he was. I know who the Flash was. And they were saying all this thing that
he was undefeated.
Yeah, he was going to come and, put Nonito Donaire on the ground. And here we go. And then I said, I don't think so. Watch. Nonito's going to knock him out within 3 rounds. I even told you he's going to knock him out within 3 rounds.
I never count out Nonito Donaire.
I'm not trying to be bad. French people are great people. But I've never seen a champion till now that came from France, a boxer, and lo and behold.
Well, Nonito Donaire in that 3rd round. Oh my gosh, he did so. We knew it was gonna happen.
He did the D'Artagnan. He did the D'Artagnan, the left hook.
He drops him. He gets back up. You're like, oh man, he's not gonna be able to continue. But the ref did well. He said, "You got it. Go in there." Right to end it, literally 2 seconds
before the bell rang.
Before that bell rang, and he drops him. Folds. But somehow he's able to get up and beat the count because Donaire's corner also thought it was over.
No, I don't think it was over. They thought the bell had rung.
What do you mean? It looked like he was done.
Yeah, but the bell had rung because it hit. He dropped him, and the bell goes ding, ding, ding. And their thing is that even his corner jump on the ring.
So he stumbles, but then he's like, they let him come out for that 4th round.
Yeah.
Which we all knew what was going to happen. And lately, I've seen a lot of them stop the fight before they even go in. Like,
it's enough.
Yes. It's enough. But an undefeated record.
You weigh a
champion. Of course, you're going to think, please do something. Get in there. You're going to lose it all. So what does he do? Like a true champion, gets back in there.
Gets knocked out.
And then Donaire finishes him.
The
Credit to
oldest
Donaire.
champion in
How
that
old
weight
is
class.
he? Like
38.
38,
He is
39.
the oldest champion at that weight class. Oldest.
I think Nonito Donaire can take half the guys that are still in there right now.
At that weight class.
Yeah. At that weight class. No, I'm not saying anything else.
Yeah.
But at that weight class, yes. Nonito Donaire is no joke. I see him defending that title and being victorious.
Yeah, he's good, but don't say there's no one at that class, because there is.
I didn't say there's nobody. I just said Nonito Donaire, don't count him out. Don't think that maybe because he's old, that's it, you'll walk through him. No, that's not the case.
The guy
Inoue, he just fought Inoue. Inoue is like at the top of that division. How are you going to think Nonito Donaire might be done after Inoue? No. Go back and watch that. Yeah, Inoue completely won. I don't take credit away from him. But he also got his eye all messed up from Nonito Donaire.
Yep.
He did not go down without a fight. So I just say, don't say that Donaire's done, because he is not.
He's not done yet.
And some people are entertaining the idea of Nonito Donaire versus Inoue too.
Nope. Stay away from Nonito.
I wouldn't.
Keep your belts. Keep your belt.
I don't know. I mean, of course, it would be great for the boxing world to watch, because you know that Nonito's going to go in there.
He's going to go in there.
Despite what happened in the first fight, he's going to go in there and give you his all.
He's going to give you his all. But
I'm okay with Donaire taking other fights and just.
The other kid turned it up too now, too. So.
And Maloney's still out there since he just lost to Inoue. What if he wants to go in there and step against Donaire? I mean, go ahead, take that fight. But right now, I don't see anyone really, finishing Donaire.
Donaire's still good. He got power, so that's what he has power and little speed still.
Yeah.
But one fighter you could never underestimate. He's like the Arturo Gatti at that weight class. When you think he's out.
Rest in peace, my favorite.
Yeah, he comes back and knocks you out.
All right, so this weekend, kind of a joke of a fight, but, we still got to entertain it. Mayweather versus the YouTuber Logan Paul. So we saw a little bit of the behind the scenes kind of 24/7 style on him. And the vibes that I got is that this Logan kid obviously knows this is an exhibition. And he kind of looked a little scared to me, because he's like, I don't even know if I want to do this. I'm a YouTuber. This is my life. This is what I do. This is the content I produce, whatever. Okay, yeah, I get it. But seeing him in the ring, I will say Floyd Mayweather has looked like age caught up to him now.
Yeah, it does.
We've always seen Floyd, as a dominant guy, never really aging, because even at his older age, he was beating the younger guys, the younger champions, this and that, still finishing them.
He exposed the greatest of all time, supposedly. That everybody thinks Canelo is. Yeah. But Canelo said, if he meets me in my prime, okay, you're talking about a guy who just beat you that's a lot older than it's on his way out the door, but yet he schooled you. Think before you talk, man. You are great. You're great right now because there's no one in. You're lucky Mayweather retired. But come on, you're not going to beat Mayweather. You know what? If you think you're going to bring the other guy he's not that old yet, and he could fight you at that weight class.
Quick mention
Ward.
Quick.
At that weight class.
Quick mention, since you brought up Canelo like that. I just saw Oscar De La Hoya commented on Canelo, was like basically saying that Canelo doesn't really have all the technique down. He doesn't. He basically criticized Canelo's footwork and all that, and how he doesn't do it right.
Kick his ass, De La Hoya. Come back out of retirement, right? You and Canelo, promoter versus fighter. De La Hoya made me a lot of money, so I'll stick with De La Hoya. Period.
All right, so going back to this. Shoot, I just lost it. What was it? What were we talking about? Mayweather versus Logan Paul. How do you see this fight turning out?
Mayweather's going to use his boxing skills, move out of the way.
Let me give you this quote that Logan Paul said. He said, think about it. This is boxing history. This is history that we're watching. He says that it's the greatest boxer of our era versus him.
Yeah, that was funny.
I gave him credit because he didn't say the best YouTuber, the top of that. He's like, it's the best boxer of our era versus me.
Yeah, that's
so it's
good.
Like, yeah, I get that.
He's lucky got that, Floyd accepted the fight.
But then he also said if he wins, or he says when he wins, that he's not going to give Floyd a rematch.
Yeah.
And then he said, and then I'll be considered the best boxer of all time. It's like, time out.
No.
Time out. Even if you did win, would anyone give you the credit? No. Because if we're going to break down the stats and all that, you're like 3 times his size. First of all, that fight would never happen.
Yeah.
And then 2, he's old. Like, he's been retired.
He hasn't been fighting. You know?
That's really all I need to say.
All I know.
YouTuber stepping into the ring for one.
Hopefully, Floyd does this goes back, he trains a little bit at night when nobody knows because he likes to train at night.
He's a grandpa now.
And just knocks him out. Get it over. Make it quick. Make it a quick exhibition.
It's an exhibition. I don't see anyone ending in a knockout, really. Because Floyd,
Floyd
is older.
Floyd's a good salesman.
And he's not a knockout artist. He's a boxer, but at the same time, fighting against someone that doesn't know how to fight, you can easily knock him out.
Yeah.
But that's all. I mean, I'm going to tune in. It's on Sunday, though, guys.
It's on Sunday, like Super Bowl Sunday, like he said.
Exactly what Floyd said.
After church, after brunch.
If you're watching, he's like, it's on a Sunday, people tune into big events on Sundays, so you can tune into this one. It's on pay-per-view.
All right, Floyd's always been my boy. Like I said, he's always been the best in my generation, the best I've ever seen, the best I ever will see in a long time. But there's Muhammad Ali's other guys. But I'm saying in our generation.
Well, the fights are going to be on pay-per-view, like I said, starting at 5. But before that, if you want to watch any of the prelims, they're going to be on YouTube.
Yep.
At 2.
Check them out, you guys. Comment, subscribe.
One more thing, man. Before we miss it, on Triller, they actually just announced that Jim Lampley, they're bringing him back.
Oh, yes.
He will be the voice of the play-by-plays. So let me tell you this. I'm not a fan of the whole concert mixed with boxing kind of thing. Like, it's too much of a joke for me. But you bring in someone as real as Jim Lampley, and you got my attention.
Yeah.
So credit to Triller on that one.
I'll give him that.
I'm excited to hear Jim because I always love HBO commentators, HBO everything.
I miss that HBO boxing.
Me too. Boxing After Dark. I wish that would come back, honestly.
Yeah, because that was a big thing for us. You have to chill and get it up, get these fighters to sign because a lot of them left.
Yeah.
You have to wiggle, throw a little
we got
cash
Jim
on the side.
Lampley now, so if you're gonna tune into Triller, I think he'll be talking. I think he'll be there for the Teofimo fight.
Well, we'll see. We'll check it out.
Yeah.
Lights out.